What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Okay, we're coming back to Alice in Chains. Yes, indeed, Alice in Chains fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from God Am. Okay, God Am wanted to see me react to this song by Alice in Chains called Rooster. Now, have I heard the song before? Yes, I have heard this song many times. I can honestly say without a shadow of a doubt that I know for a fact I've heard this song. This was actually a great tune that Alice in Chains wrote. This is probably one of my favorite songs from them, believe it or not. So, I'm not going to be reacting to the song itself in any way, shape, or form. From what I understand, this is a live performance. So, I will only be reacting to the live performance. I will be reacting to energy on stage, interaction with the crowd, interaction with each other, the performance of the song itself, production, and stuff like that. Okay, I'm not going to be reacting to the actual song. I know the song, so please keep that in mind. This was posted by Willander. What?
Mass hysteria!
Okay, Willander Maskrenhas, I guess is how you pronounce that. Willander Maskrenhas. Sure, why not? And the video has 533,691 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Alice in Chains, Rooster, live at Guitar Center. Okay. We may have a slight problem. Is there a crowd? If there's no crowd, there goes my original plan out the window. I may have to scrap this reaction. I don't know. This may have to be deleted. If there's no crowd and this is just them playing in a studio, I don't know how I'm gonna make this work as a reaction. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I want to be very clear. before I go any further with what I'm going to say, I got nothing against the new lead singer. I don't. I got nothing against him. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm sure he's a talented singer, and he's doing a good job. Okay, he is. He's not doing anything wrong vocally. Okay, he's not. I just don't know if I like his voice on this song. I just... I don't know what to make of this. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm torn. I'm torn. And I'm sure I'm feeling what a lot of other Alice in Chains fans feel too. And it's not Lane. It's not Lane. That's all there is to it. It's not Lane singing it. And for lack of a better word, there is that prejudice. You know, whenever you have a lead singer who leaves the band, a beloved band, a band that is loved and respected by millions, and they've had such an impact on people's lives and the way they think, the way they feel, the way they listen, the way they speak, the way they act. This band has had such an impact on so many people, and when one of those members leaves the band, whether by choice or whether by accident or whether by, death and dismemberment or whatever the case may be, especially in the case of the lead singer, whenever you have someone come in to fill their shoes, I love that phrase. They're going to fill their shoes. You can't fill their shoes. Nobody can fill their shoes. Nobody can. So, what is he going to do? Replace him? That just sounds absolutely harsh and heartless, doesn't it? We're going to bring in this new guy, and he's going to replace Lane. There is no replacing Lane. I'm sorry. There just isn't. This guy got handed such a raw deal. He really did. I feel so bad for him. Because, like I said, he's not doing anything wrong. He's doing absolutely nothing wrong vocally. He's doing everything right. He's singing the correct notes. He's using correct vowel formation, correct diction. He's supporting. He's breathing correctly. He's singing the correct notes. It's in pitch. It's in key. He's doing absolutely everything right. But the problem is, and it's by no fault of his own, he's not Lane. And that absolutely sucks for him. Because like I said, he's not doing anything wrong. Oh man, this is rough. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
To me from some
nice guitar solo. I wouldn't really call it a full-blown solo. A nice guitar break. How about that? Hearing him sing with Jerry, that felt good. That felt good. It sounded good. And like I said, I gotta give this guy credit, man. He's doing the impossible job. He really is. He was literally brought in, and when he was hired, they probably sat him down and said, "Listen, here's the deal. You're the new guy. You're the guy that's going to fill Lane's shoes." Probably the worst thing he ever had to hear. And go out there and do your best, you know. And that, man, no pressure, right? I feel bad for him. I do, because, like I said earlier, there's so many Alice in Chains fans who are never going to be able to see Alice in Chains without Lane Staley. And it's not fair. It doesn't matter who the band picks as the lead vocalist. It doesn't matter if it was this guy or some other guy. It doesn't matter who they picked. For a lot of diehard Alice in Chains fans, nobody can replace Lane. And it sucks for him, ultimately, because he's the one who's going to have to feel the brunt of that. You know, hearing the commentary from all the critics, well, he's no Lane Staley. He's not Lane. No kidding, he's not Lane. He's not trying to be Lane. He's being himself while trying to do the best he can to take on the mantle of one of the greatest rock vocalists of the late 80s, early 90s. Plain and simple. I am a Lane Staley fan. I am. I was a big fan of the first two Alice in Chains albums. Loved them. Absolutely loved them. But, having said that, am I willing to give this guy a shot? Am I willing to let him, try to win me over? Of course. For the sake of Alice in Chains continuing, for the sake of Alice in Chains' longevity and continuation, sure, I'll be more than willing to give the guy a chance. And to be honest with you, in the past, I did a reaction to, I forgot what song it was that they were doing. Man in the Box, they did live. Wasn't too impressed with him. He kept running out of breath. And I was told maybe it was an altitude issue. Maybe he wasn't totally ready to perform that song live in front of a full crowd and moving around stuff. Okay, I can buy that, I suppose. But, there's only so many times he could swing and miss before you have to call a strikeout. You know what I mean? So, now, in this case, is he striking out? I don't think so. I think he's doing a great job. I think he's doing a fantastic job. I think he's doing everything right. He's delivering on the vocal presentation. He's singing in pitch. He's singing in key. He's using great diction, great vowel formation, great support, great breathing, great power. He's doing everything right. The harmonizing with Jerry Cantrell, fantastic. It sounded great. Everything he's doing is just fine. Is it Lane? No. Will it ever be Lane? No. It won't. But this guy's doing a great job. He is doing a great job. So let's all give him the chance that he deserves to have. That's all I'm saying.
my baby boy. I got my pills, it's mosquito, yeah. My buddy's breathing is dying away. Oh, God, please, won't you help me make it through? Yeah, they come to snuff the rooster. Oh, yeah, yeah. Here come the rooster.
Right there. That last chorus right there. That felt genuine. That did not feel like he was trying to imitate. That did not feel like he was trying to embellish. That did not feel like he was trying to, fill anyone's shoes. That right there was the most genuine chorus I've heard from him. It sounded like he just decided to say, screw it. I'm going to be me. I'm going to sound like me. And if people don't like it, too bad. And that felt genuine. That chorus right there, that felt real. That was the most real feeling chorus to me that I've heard in the last 5 minutes. So that was good. That was really good. I liked that. As a matter of fact, I liked it so much, I want to go back and I want to hear it again. Nope, I don't care. Look, hey, it's my show. If I want to go back, we're going to go back. I want to go back and I want to hear that whole chorus again because that chorus sounded way better than the other two choruses that he's done so far. That sounded top notch.
To snuff the rooster. Oh, yeah, yeah. Here come the rooster. Yeah. You know we ain't gonna
That was good. That was really good, man. That last chorus was outstanding. Let me gather my thoughts, and I'll see you in the review. We'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Alice in Chains with a live performance of Rooster. This was a request from God Am. Okay, I thought about it, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. For a couple of moments, I was actually thinking about just taking this and deleting it and just saying, forget it, move on. But, and the reason for that is, was it a live performance? Yeah, it was a live performance, but there was no crowd, so there was no crowd interaction. It's in a small space. It's in a guitar center, so that makes it even tougher. There's no interaction with each other because it's in a guitar center. They're kind of limited as to how far they can go and such. So this really came down to the performance of the song. And like I said, I've heard the song before. So I was like, this isn't going to be a legit reaction. This isn't going to be a real reaction. But then looking back on all the things I said and my reaction to what I heard and what I saw, I decided to keep it. I said, you know what? Let's just roll with this. Let's see what happens. Let's keep this going. And I have a score here, and believe it or not, I'm actually a little surprised by the score myself, but the score feels right. The score feels right. So I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it. And if people want to criticize me for doing a reaction to a song I already know, I mean, look, you're free to bring it on. But remember, this is a different singer. It is a live performance. So there are those two factors going into play here. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that performance, believe it or not. I'm like I said, I'm having a little bit of a hard time believing I'm giving it this score too. But this, when I think about it, this is the score that feels good. It really is. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving this an 8.5. Yup, 8.5. I can't believe it myself, but that is the score we're going to give it. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Let me knock all the easy stuff out of the way first, okay? Drums sounded just fine. Everything sounded fine, the drumming in. Everything sounded exactly the way that it did on the album. Everything sounded fantastic. Bass playing, fine. No issue with it whatsoever. It sounded fantastic. Again, just like it did on the album. Even though I could tell it was live. This was a live performance. This was not some pre-recorded track that they were lip-syncing to. I could tell. Guitar playing, outstanding. Sounded just fine. No issue with it at all. It sounded great. So, drums sounded great. Bass sounded great. Vocals sounded, not vocals. Bass sounded great. Drums sounded great. Guitar sounded great. Everything sounded great, right? So that leaves one thing and one thing only. Vocals. As I stated in the beginning, this guy has got a great job under the absolute worst circumstances. It is not easy to fill in for anybody. It's even harder when you have to take someone's place. And I've been there. I've done it. I've taken someone's place before several times with an established band who had a really good following, and their bass player up and left along with their guitar player. So a new guitar player and myself came in, and man, let me tell you, not easy to do. Not easy to do at all. A lot of judgment, a lot of criticism. Over time, acceptance. Over more time, acknowledgement. After even more time, a lot of time, more than just acceptance, we became beloved because we had to win the crowds over every single show. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of stress. It was a lot of questioning, a lot of self-doubt. Am I the right fit for this band? I know I'm not so-and-so. Should I try to be so-and-so? No. No, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be who I am. And if the crowd doesn't like it, I'm sorry. But I can't pretend to be someone else. It won't work. Number one, it'll come off as fake. Number two, I'll be lying to them. Number three, most importantly, I'll be lying to myself. And I'm just not going to do it. So I stuck to my guns as hard as it was. And there was a lot of criticism, a lot of boos. I got booed quite a bit because I wasn't the original bass player. Over years of time, I was finally accepted. And after even more years, I was finally beloved. So I can absolutely relate to where this guy is coming from. Is he Lane Staley? No. Will he ever be Lane Staley? No. Should he be Lane Staley? No. That's the key. It's not whether or not he should. It's not whether or not he is or whether or not he can. The question is, whether or not he should. It's kind of like Jurassic Park. You have this technology. You have the ability to clone dinosaurs. You're so excited. It's like Jeff Goldblum. You're so excited. You got this technology. You developed it. You patented it. You packaged it. The next thing you know, before you even know what was going on, you'd already done it. And then the next thing you know, you're selling it. And you're so busy worrying about whether or not you could that you didn't stop and think whether or not you should. It's the same thing here. Should he be Lane Staley? Absolutely not. He should be himself. And during the course of the performance, I know this is probably me just, envisioning this, and a lot of what I heard is probably of my own cognizance. It's probably of my own design and my own development. But to me, the first verse and the first chorus, to me, it sounded like he was almost trying to emulate Lane Staley. Now I know that's probably not the case, and I know that's probably all in my head, but it still sounded to me like it did. And then as the song progressed up to that last chorus, I felt a change. And on the last chorus, it just felt like he stopped caring. He stopped saying, I'm going to just be me, and if people don't like it, I don't care. I'm going to be me, and that's all there is to it. And the third chorus, the final chorus, felt genuine. It felt real. It felt good. Not that the other two didn't. The other two sounded just fine. Like I said, he was doing everything fine. He was doing everything the way he should. He was great diction, great pitch, great tone, great projection, great power, great mic awareness, knowing when to back away from the mic and when to come up on the mic. He was doing everything right. It just didn't sound right, though. It didn't sound genuine until the third chorus. And all of a sudden, on the third chorus, everything sounded right. Everything sounded aligned. And the only thing I can think of is maybe he had that moment right there. Possibly he had that moment of IDGAF and just said, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to be me, and that's all there is to it. And he did. And it sounded, I don't know if that's the case or not. Like I said, I'm probably just in my head, I'm hearing that. But nonetheless, for some reason, the third chorus sounded better than the other two choruses. So, did he do a bad job? No, he did not do a bad job. He did everything right through the entire song. He did. It was a great job. It was a great job on his part. It was a great job from everybody involved. So that's how I came up with the 8.5. I know I'm still looking at it going, are you sure that's not too high? No, it's not, because I sat here and I changed it like 4 different times. I gave it a 7.8. That felt too low. I gave it an 8.0. That felt too low. I gave it an 8.2. That felt too low. I even gave it an 8.4. And I almost did, but even then I was like, no, that doesn't feel right either. So I gave it the 8.5, and that's when everything clicked for me. And I said, yes, that's where we need to be. That's where it should be. That's where it feels right. So that's where we're going to stay. I hope everybody understands where I'm coming from on my little rant. I hope everybody understands I got nothing against this guy. Nothing. Like I said, I can absolutely relate to him. I've been in that position. So I know what he went through. Only he went through it on a much higher scale, I'm sure. So, a much higher scale. But I can still relate to what he went through. I can still relate to what he's feeling. And to the inner turmoil. I can absolutely relate to it. So that's why I take everything into account. And that's how I'm coming up with the 8.5. He did nothing wrong. He sounded great. Everybody sounded great. And that's how we're getting to the 8.5. So, 8.5, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show, and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell, and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.